The imagery couldn't have been lost on the president. In the middle of an international crisis about where a lethal chemical agent was produced, he appeared in a white coat in a Russian laboratory. And it seems imagery wasn't lost on the Foreign Secretary either. Boris Johnson appearing in a military bunker to point the finger of blame directly at the Russian leader.
Our quarrel is with Putin's Kremlin and with his decision. And we think it overwhelmingly likely that it was his decision to direct the use of a nerve agent on the streets of the UK, on the streets of Europe, for the first time since the Second World War.
The response from the Kremlin was immediate. Though what action will be taken against British interests hasn't yet been announced, the Foreign Secretary's accusations were described as shocking and unforgivable. The Russian Foreign Minister was in no mood for discussion. I don't want to comment on what's happening anymore, Sergei Lavrov said, and let it stay on the consciousness of those who started this shameless, unjustified Russophobic game. Evgeny Primakov is a foreign policy advisor to the Russian parliament. He's also a close associate of the president and part of his re-election team.
How dangerous do you think this situation is now?
The whole situation is very dangerous. I would describe it as something very close to the very darkest days of Cold War. The situation is on a free fall. It's deteriorating dramatically. That disturbs us, really. And the point is that those accusations, they really do shock us.
What do you think happened in Salisbury?
I'm pretty sure it was a very, very dirty game of some special security services, and those services were not Russian.
So you're saying that the attack on the Skripals came from the West, not from Russia?
Absolutely sure. Absolutely sure.
So who in the West?
I think I won't blame some specific powers, but I think they were British or American.
So you're quite convinced of that?
Pretty sure.
If evidence were needed of what a dirty game is being played by someone, Sergei Skripal's car was today loaded into a shipping container and taken for testing, as the work goes on to establish when he and his daughter fell foul of the nerve agent that still threatens their lives. Emma Murphy, News at 10, Moscow.